Hello, welcome back to Centurion's Corner. So today we're going to finish off Captain Fordo and just get his accessories all together. I'm sorry this hasn't been a faster upload. Just been busy with work, Father's Day, so I've been spending time with the family and everything like that. So I've managed to get myself a few 5 minutes. So hopefully finish this guy off for you and then get him ready for a review. So all we need to do today is attach his skirts, which I've just gone around and done a little extra coat on there. So they're currently wet. I've done an extra couple more coats on his pauldron. That's currently wet at the moment. And so we can get on to finishing off the actual arm part on here. This is all dry now. The buttons have fallen off, unfortunately, that I did put on there. And we'll zoom in. There we go. And so we're just painting that up and then get that all ready. That'll dry. While that's drying, we can start gluing on his skirt. So off we go. So today the colours I got, it's just a basic red. So it's the XF7 on there for the red. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of the yellow. So XS3, and that will go over the part for his compad. So here we go. I was going to get rid of these buttons because Fordo doesn't, and sometimes he does. But I think, to be honest, I might keep them on there. It's just that extra detailing on there. But once I weather him up and give him a few sort of like scorch marks and stuff like that, you know, it's kind of just blends in with the rest of the actual figure. So, right. Get my paintbrush. Right, so that's red. And then we'll start attaching his belt now while that's drying. Okay, so we're going to attach his skirts. Now I've painted the inside of these. Just a bit scuffed of black. You're not really going to see them once they sort of go on him there. It does take a lot of my black paint up, so I need to find a better way to apply, or a different paint, just to paint these undersides, because it does take a lot of my paint, and I am currently running out of black, so definitely going to need to do a paint run soon. So put these down. This is the same glue I was using before. The other one was just a store-based one, but these are what I used to use. This is like the proper brand of W.I.P. But there's plenty of other ones out there for 2-part epoxy, so you just have to mix them up as before. So we get the old masking tape trick. And if you're new to the video, it's just that you can put the masking tape anywhere down, and it's just a mixing surface for you. And so once the glue's set, you can just get rid of the area and you can glue anywhere. So just do not too much, because obviously as much glue you're putting down, it's going to be the same amount twice, so you do end up with a lot of glue. Right. We're just going to mix this up. And this is where your patience has to come into play, because you will have to do one skirt at a time just to hold it in place until the glue sets, and then repeat. So as the glue sort of sets on his kind of sort of butt and codpiece area, you can glue it up quite a bit, so you just know that it's quite well attached. Just going to pull his belt up as much as we can. And the way I always like these is, just get that straight, is that I like the belt to start from where these finish. So we just get that in line there. Wrap it around on the lip of his part and just hold it in place. I'll see you in a bit for the next one. Okay, so that one's glued in place. I'm just going to repeat and carry on to the next one. Okay, so we got the skirt in place. Glue's still a little bit tacky, but when it's in this sort of mode, you can start sort of pushing it up and make sure it's getting up there. Just make sure you don't get it too much on your fingers. You get a bit sticky, you know, start leaving residue on your figure. And then yeah, so now the next part is to apply the holsters. So again, just going to apply the glue, and then what we're going to do is put some glue on about here. Well, normally I glue onto the actual holster itself, and then we glue the base just about here, and as that fits on, top bit will be glued in place and the bottom part will be glued as well. So it just leaves that gap in the middle, and yeah, and we just touch it to that centre part there, just like Captain Rex's, and we're good to go. Okay, so we're really on the home stretch now. So all we've got to do now is finish off his comm link on his wrist, and then attach his accessories, and Fordo's ready to go. Right, some yellow bits on there, and we just wait for those to dry. Okay, so I just painted up his comm link, which is here. So I've just done it silver on the tip, and I just highlighted the yellow areas with a thin black part of a paintbrush. I'll try going through his buttons down the side, and looks a bit glarish, but once I'll start sort of weathering it all up and all that, it will start sinking in with the rest of the character. So now his holsters are all in place, and his belts and his skirts all in place. So now it's simply putting together the figure. Right, so we'll start with his pauldron. Head. We can put one blaster. And there we have Captain Fordo. So I normally leave it now, and I normally go off and weather it and stuff like that. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play and record while weather him up, and a bit similar to my under the knife video. If you haven't seen that, check that out. And I'm just going to weather him up and kind of think of a bit of a way of how we got these sort of battle scars and whatnot. Okay, so I watched a few videos on YouTube, just to sort of like to remember sort of what kind of battles he's been in, and I kind of like the first sort of one that you see, Captain Fordo. It's one that stands out to me, where he sort of jumps out the ship and starts shooting dual wield shooting the battle droids. And it's very sort of street-based level. It's very sort of, very sort of city and sort of gritty. So there's not much sand or anything going around there. So I could imagine that this guy's getting a bit more soot, and sort of like oily stained from the sort of buildings and the concrete, and obviously like the blasts going off around him. So I'm not going to use any kind of sort of like sand air, sort of bits like that. So I've got Tamira kit that's got a bit of rust, which I can use for mud and bits around his boot, but I will mainly be using the soot, and then I'll also be using the oil stain on this one as well. And the oil stain comes out a bit more better than the soot. The soot kind of sort of leaves a bit more of like, well, as I said before, like a sweaty black, where it looks like he's had the black on him and he's got a little bit wet and it's kind of sort of rubbed off, but the black's kind of still there. But then the oil stain sort of sticks more on and it sort of stands out a little bit more. So I'm going to use the rust mainly first, and that's just to really sort of build up the dirt around his feet. Stay. And these kits just simply, you just build it up as you go around. So you can just build up his feet marks. You sort of can just build up a story, like how they got these marks here. So we can do a big splash bit up here, so it kind of looks like he's run into like a puddle, and that's just splash up the back of his boot. And this is how I kind of sort of weather my figures. I kind of start from the bottom, just do both feet and then work up the legs. You kind of get that sort of symmetry in that sort of times, and also you can sort of just build up what kind of places this character's been. Just splash it up a bit on his front. and then just get the black parts. And this is the oil stain. It's ideal that you always get the back of the legs. And the sides. And don't be afraid to build up the colours as well. And now we're going up to the upper legs. We just build up on the black parts rather than the brown. And we get into those sort of lines where you're going to get some rub. You can actually rub it yourself with a finger. Just get up on the inside. I kind of want to edge this guy off as well, because where he's like based on the cartoon, kind of want to sort of get all his lines and stuff sort of really sort of coming out. We can just dirty up his holsters as well. That just gets rid of that sort of extra midi putt I had on there. And that kind of just blends it in. Yeah, so sorry guys, it's taken me a little while to get to this stage. I've been really busy. I'm actually getting married in a couple of months, so we've got all that planning going on, and obviously Father's Day and a few other family bits going on. So yeah, it's been a bit busy over this weekend. I kind of want to get this one done for you over the weekend, but I even uploaded the video first. For some reason YouTube took off 4 minutes of the end of the video, so I had to, and because I left it on overnight, the PC kind of turned itself off, so I lost the 4 minutes got YouTube on, and because it turned itself off, I lost off the whole entire edit as well. So I had to re-edit the whole entire video. And then get it out as quick as possible, so that put me back a bit as well. So yeah, just my apologies, as I want to give you guys a bit of regular content. Right, so he's coming along a bit. We've done his what I like about these Tamira things as well, they really, you can build up the figure and the grit on it really quickly. As we've done that weathering video with the shoe polish, it's a bit of a longer process really. You put it on there, but I mean it is permanent. Well, it's not permanent. You can wash it off with a beach sort of base sort of like cleaning product, but same with these really. But you don't really play with these. Once these go on the shelf, I'm not going to move them around much. And if it does start wearing off, you can just build it up again. You could wash it off and want a completely different look for your character as well. You could even say like, I want them all to look really sort of like they've been on the same sort of planet, and you could really go for it that way. I'm just going to build up the black now over the comlink just to bring that sort of glareness down. What I like about these on this red as well, you could really make it look like a bit scorched on the red. It really comes up quite well with the oil stain. Forgot his holster. Right. This is the bit I always like on the helmet. Just darken these lines. Just really brings out the sharpness of the helmet. Just filling these bits in here. It helps bring in the shadow of the helmet as well. I'm just going to do a scorch mark over his eye. Right, plug in his viewfinder and there he be. Very worn, torn, because they did get blown to hell on that first episode. He just managed really to get out. I mean, Christ, he crash landed on the planet. So yeah, here's Captain Fordo. And I'll see you next time for an in-depth review and discuss about Captain Fordo. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.